Suck on this! I'm a real woman! Celebratory finger bashing! Holy fucking shit!
Welcome to the second Shady Lewd Kart Direct. I'm Shades. I hope you've all been enjoying playing Shady Lewd Kart. It's so wonderful to see your reactions when we announce new races you've fapped to and new features you've been gagging for. Tonight is a big direct. We'll be covering new features, characters, looking at changes we've made so far with the game's engine, and even what's coming next, including ways for you to get more involved as a community playing the game. Let's get the first question out of the way right now. Will there be a new build? The answer is yes. Right after this direct, there will be a new build for Patreons and for the public. You can access this from our Patreon page, our itch.io page, Game Jolt, and even the links on our Newgrounds page. There will also be new web versions of the tracks in coming weeks as well. And coming very soon, we'll be launching the Steam page for Shady Lewd Kart. Here you can wishlist the game, show your support, and keep the updates close by. So stay tuned for our Steam page as we polish up the last touches. Now, let's talk about what we've changed since the first Shady Lewd Kart Direct. Since the start, we've been listening to all the feedback and fine-tuning the karts to make sure you, the player, are getting a sexy experience. Faster karts and new boosting mechanics, effects on the karts such as oil, electricity, and fire, new stats including boosts that give the drivers more variety, coins were added giving the game its Shady Bucks currency, a way to unlock things at Sylvie's shop which was also launched, containing characters, gallery loots, and more. Time trial mode with the ability to woo another girl for Renia via the pit bar. Trick jumps to showcase the characters doing some on-kart skills. Converting dating items to coins to give them extra value after the pit girls are fully satisfied. And placing in top 3, not just first, to gain dating items. We also introduced 2 new tracks. Leisure Sleaze Alley, a dirty and sleazy street race track, and Sexy Island Resort, a lewd getaway with sun, surf, and a few extra clams. That's just the basics as well. There have been a lot of changes since then, which you can read more about in the patch notes sections of the game itself. Now let's talk about the new features we've added, because there is a lot to go through. Zontan is complete. She's now unlockable in the game with full story mode, voiced by Zontan herself, and some sexy rewards to earn with Shady Bucks. Also among these, we've also finished Artemis' story mode and Hades' story mode. So now you can take these girls out for a spin, unlock their CGs, and have the full kart experience with them in all the modes. But don't forget, there are certain ways to unlock some of these races, from playing story mode, finding hidden keys, or even through the shop. One of the new features we've added is a way for you to know how to unlock each character. So as you go to the character select screen and highlight a racer, it will give you requirements on how to gain access to them. Can you unlock them all? Speaking of unlocks, we've hit over 60 CG unlocks in the game. That's not including cutscenes either. So if there was a character you didn't think got enough love, stop by Sylvie's shop and check out the new lewds we're adding. Now let's head back to the gameplay just for a moment to show you some more features we've added. One being the subtle animation UI, but the other the new combo bar in the bottom left with power sliding. As you gain boosts, slide over pads and use items, this builds up, making your flames burn longer and your kart will now go faster. But there are some disadvantages, as even more speed is sometimes too much speed. Keep an eye on the new boost meter to help you gain those extra seconds. Remember, it's not just about items and pads either. You can also perform tricks at the end of jumps as well to gain that extra boost. And hey, if you forgot any of these tips, there's a new segment in the game called Just the Tip. This will appear when you have mastered the basic skills of sliding, hopping, and driving. So each load screen will showcase a tip for you in regards to gameplay. Okay, Now time to talk about how we get some of these new characters. Introducing the Climax Bar. Each time you play, you're now rewarded with Climax Fluid. Doing simple things such as power sliding, coin collecting, or tricks will fill this bar. As you can see, Zone Tan is the first item you can unlock on the Climax Bar. You can also check on the bar in the Collections menu, so you can see how much climaxing you need to do to get your next reward. And once it's filled, it will reset with a new, unique unlockable for you to earn as you play. Could it be a character? Or something else? That's right, custom carts are now a part of Shady Lewd Kart. Why drive a standard kart when you can customize your ride to fit your racer? With Flambeau's Mansion Minecart, the ship from Venture Seas, and the Fun Dogs from Fun Dogs YouTube channel, we have new wheels for you to earn to make you look extra sexy out there on the track. The guest carts will be in Sylvie's shop as you unlock races that are related to the kart, but almost any driver can drive them, with the exception of special races such as Artemis or Metal Shades. Other carts can be earned on the Climax Bar. Oh, wait, is that a cloud with wings? Some sort of winged cloud? And what are those shovelware games coming out of its exhaust? We might have to take a closer look at that later. You know what? We haven't announced any new races yet. I think we should.
Why do you have to be so mean? Time to eat some ass. Heaven, yeah. Easy peasy booby squeezy. Hey there, name's Lucifer, but you can call me Lucy.
Lucy from Lucy Got Problems sneaks her way into the roster. With a new full story mode and unlocks, she will be in tonight's new Patreon build with all the new features we've announced. We're so happy to have this cutie on board. I may have 2 more characters to announce, but let's save that for the end, shall we? I've got a few more announcements. One being that the Shady Lewd Kart store has opened. Want to support us in a new way? Get cool Shady Lewd Kart swag such as posters, pins and figurines? Well, they're all here, and we'll be updating the store as we add more things such as shirts and other goodies. But for now, why not get one of those Sylvie mouse pads? Yeah, we actually have booby mouse pads, and they're fantastic. Our Pit Girl mascot Sylvie is ready for your wrist on this soft pad, so get them while we got them. If you're still strapped for cash and you want to get in on the fun, we're also going to be holding some community events soon in relation to Shady Lewd Kart. We're still working out the rules, but in terms of time trials, we're looking at certain tracks each month and giving you peeps targets to hit. If you do, we'll be sending a care package to your door with some sweet Shady Lewd Kart goodies inside. Now, let's talk about what we're aiming for before the end of the year. Now, before the end of the year, we're hopefully aiming for the next cup to be completed. So let's talk about what we've got under the hood for the next big hurdle. The next track in the second cup is Uncharted Wild Woods, based on the woodlands from Future Fragments. As our second pit girl is Talia, we want each pit girl to have a level that reflects their game. This is a big track with a lot of life to it. If you haven't seen the level from Future Fragments, I urge you to check them out and try their new demo. It's gonna be fun creating a dark and dirty swamp level for our racers to get lost in. Once this cup is done, we can let Talia be playable via winning her over on the story mode, which is already complete. We're also working on the boss ult of Legisley's Alley, and of course the second boss. But for now we're just keeping these quite close, as these are still under construction. What I can do, however, is reveal the next pit girl, get you peeps hyped for what we're coming after the cup. The Professor will be joining the Pit Girls next year as the third in the lineup of girls you need to impress. Unlocking her lewds and then driving her around the track, she's going to be a feisty third girl to impress.
Let's play rough. Looks like I came first. Hello there. It's a pleasure to meet you.
This has been a thick load of a direct. I just want to say thank you for following us, playing the game, supporting us, and giving us the direction and tools we need to make this the biggest and most fun lewd game in history. If you want to see more or keep up to date, follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/datgame, or check out our Discord too for more links and information, including our Twitter and game pages. I'm Shades. Good night.